Hello and welcome to another Wargame Red Dragon video with me, Bubblebox, continuing with the Bubble and Silver Do Decks series. On this map, Hop and Glory, it's a 4x4. So I am going to be using today the West German deck, and Silveraptor is going to be using the French deck. And we are joined by Nightlife and Cancier, Beauty in order to call Cancier. Cancier is going up to Juliet, I'm going across to Golf, Silveraptor is going to Foxtrot, and I believe Nightlife is kind of going to be supporting all over and also pushing up towards Juliet as well. So let's get the game underway. We'll start off looking at Silveraptor's units because he's the first one to get into battle. He's got one of these nice Tiger Haps, these nice sort of attack choppers with Mistrals and rocket pods and a little auto cannon as well. He's got his TV going up. He's got a couple of Panthers with rifle infantry inside and a anti-air, some anti-air units in Pumas as well. He's heading off to Foxtrot, but actually continues on his merry way towards this little town here. And I am sending my units, which we'll have a look at, with a Brennus and a recon unit from Silver as well, around this road, all the way around this mountain, towards to try to get Golf. Now, as Silver approaches this small town here, he bumps into the enemy. Have got exactly the same idea. Their idea is to rush across the village, take the town. Now, his Tiger Hap does manage to get some nice shots off against those units. Stuns with one of its missiles, hits with another. Unfortunately, the other two missiles hit, and the Tiger Hap is then out of Mistrals, which leaves Silveraptor's units a little bit exposed. But he does manage to unload his Remat 85s. 2 sets of 20 of them, although his Mistrals take a bit of a shot from these planes, from these helicopters, and takes one of his squads of Mistrals out. Now he does bring his Puma in to try to attack, but they have also unloaded all of their infantry, so we're in for a bit of an infantry battle here. Now you can see they've got some Gorner Strelki, they've got 10 Gorner Strelki there, 20 there. He's managed to take out already one of his Remat 85 squads, and his other one is out under pressure, and these Mistrals aren't that brilliant in close quarters combat. He brings forward his Panthers to try to attack these units that are coming down and unloading into the buildings, which he does fairly successfully. But these Gorner Strelki, they're pretty nice Russian infantry, pretty decent. They are 1990s, pretty decent in close quarters as well, and probably these Remas not really a match for them. We do manage to take out that squad with the help of his Panthers. They do bring in a Tunguska though, takes out one of his Panthers, taking a shot at the other one as well. It's got, as you can see, it's got its radar gun turned on, and it's attacking the Panther with that particular anti-air weapon. And the Motor Strelki appear then right next to these Mistral 3s and start firing upon the Mistral 3s. They also bring up a couple of T-62 cheap tanks, but will do good against infantry. Now finally I bring forward my units. Now, I've got a Leopard 1A5 from West Germany and 4 Flak Panzers here, which I try to push forward and just managed to micro my Jupiter back to try to support what's left of Silveraptor's units in the middle here. Now what they do have are these Mi-24Ds and 24 VPs sitting over here. Now as soon as they spot my Flak Panzers, instead of pulling away, they actually attack them and pretty much devastate them, to be fair, and take out all 4 of my Flak Panzers with these Mi-24s, and then proceed to go on to fire ATGM missiles at my Leopard 2A5. Now I don't really want to lose my Leopard 2A5, and I see Silveraptor's been absolutely destroyed now in these buildings, and I pull my Leopard 2A5 back and bring up my ATGM units. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a cold at the moment, excuse me, to stop them pushing any more units down this road. So we were actually pushed right back from the town there. A good start by the enemy, and Nightlife managed to take out that Tunguska, which was using its radar gun with his Raven. Nice move there by him. In the meantime, on the right, they've made good progress. They've taken Juliet, and they've managed to get a lot of units in the tree line north of Juliet to fend off any enemy, and this sort of continues to and fro back a little bit here on the right. But the main battle still continues to be over this town and also over Golf and Charlie. Now we know now they've got a lot of infantry and a lot of units in this region, so we can't really push forward too well even from Golf into Charlie until we clear out this little village here. So that's got to be one of our objectives in this game. Now they do also bring forward a couple of these T-64Bs with their nice Cobra missiles. Now the only problem with these T-64Bs is their armour ain't too good, and this Brennus, which hasn't got the best AP power, remember, does manage to, of Silveraptor, gets a shot off and takes out one of those T-64Bs, and they micro the other one back. Again, nice weapons on that, but just the armour letting it down a little bit. In the meantime, my Papillon Milans are still hassling anything coming across this road. They have managed to get a few more units down there into this town, but I've managed to take a couple more out. I'm just bringing forward my Papillon Milans a little bit as well, just to get them a bit closer order. And I've got my looks spotting that road. But they have got a fairly decent grip on Charlie now. We've got a very, very good grip on Golf. Now, as well as the Flak Panzers and the Leopard 2A2, I've got some infantry out, a Fuchs and these Papillon Milans from the West Germans. Now the big bomb comes in. He's actually attacking his Brennus, which and his Brennus does take it full in the face. We lose a recon unit, but the Brennus actually only gets shaken by those big HE bombs. So pretty good there from the Brennus, and the bomber gets away. Now I do bring in more Flak Panzers. You can see I brought 2 in there. I bring another 2 in, as well as some 6x6s for resupply, because I've lost a lot of my anti-air capability at the front line here, although I have still got 2 Flak Panzers. I bring in another 2 there, so we'll have 6 in total eventually, but we can't really push forward until we get some decent AA support, especially with the number of bombers that they keep flooding us with, as you will see shortly. On the right hand side here, they've made good progress. They've got this nice little cavalry scout at the front here, which is keeping an eye on all their choppers, and their choppers keeping an eye on us. But what we do spot is this MI4AVP command chopper trying to sneak into Echo, but because KCN has got this cavalry scout here, it's spotted, Silveraptor highlights it, and hopefully they'll be able to take that out without too many problems. So you can see the Flak Panzers coming up. It looks like Silveraptor's bringing some mortars in to support, because what we've got to do now is get rid of these units into here so that we can attack into Charlie as well and get our side of the river locked down before we start attacking anywhere else. That's the plan anyway, and do hang around, because there is another. That was one really nice battle in the middle here, and there will be another really nice battle in the middle, believe me. You've got to hang around for that. It's pretty amazing. Now what Kaizen does here, he just pushes forward his Black Hawk just to try and take a peek at this command that they've plonked down here, as another bomber comes in on the left. What's it going for? I'm not sure. It hasn't dropped its bombs. Immediately gets shot at by the Flak Panzers and these Fliegerfausts as well, but I don't think it dropped actually. I don't think it dropped anything. It just flew past and evac, I believe. But you can see the Black Hawk spots the command here, but he gets spotted by these choppers, and what KCA does here, which is good, he flies straight past the choppers. And that's a good tactic. If you come against enemy and you're flying forward towards them and their choppers, sometimes it's good to try and fly straight past them, and you can see they've had to turn around, which takes a long time, and chase after his Black Hawk. It's a nice little tactic there, although he does eventually lose his Black Hawk because they know it's there now. And there's a continuous kind of pushing forward and back on this right hand side. No big movements, but just continuous pushing forward and back. Now what we have, another bomber coming in, Su-24 this time. It looks like it's going for my Flak Panzers. Yeah, indeed. It's going to get taken out though. Gets taken out, but gets its bombs away. Looks like I lose my Fliegerfausts, my anti-air infantry, but the Flak Panzers actually just about managed to hang on in there and survive, both of them. And luckily, or fortuitively, I bring up my 6x6s just in time to get those Flak Panzers back into operation, as they still try to bring forward BTRs. I think he might have thought he's got rid of these Papillon Milans with that bombing run, but no, they're still there, and they're going to take out anything, or try to take out anything that goes along that road. Meanwhile, on the right, it's As You Were, brings out one of these American medium battle tanks which we spoke about in the American deck video. And please remember, I will be posting the link to the description to the deck videos in the description, and also I'll be putting the identification number for the decks in the description so you can copy paste them into the game if you want to play these decks. Now these chaps do a fantastic job throughout the game as well, and Nightlife's bringing 3 more chaps in on the action here, keeping all these choppers back. We've got a lot of choppers, and they've also got this big Abrams, and you can see they're bringing the choppers in to try and take that Abrams out. Now he brings the Abrams back, brings the chaps forward, they take their choppers back, so he stops his chap, brings his Abrams forward, takes out that T-72. In fact, it was the MBT that took out the T-72, and is having another go at this T-72 as well. Just misses with that one, but this Abrams should be able to take that T-72 out no problem, or the MBT, whichever takes the shot off first. Bit of a competition, and the MBT does shoot, and then the Abrams, oh, in fact this Mi-4AV is having a go at the Abrams, but gets taken out by these chaps that are just sitting here in the corner there nicely. And oh, they're bringing in a bomber, and watch what Nightlife does here. He brings his, he anticipates this, he anticipates the going for these chaps, he micros them out of the way, lets the MiG-21 go by, stops them immediately, 3 shots right up the ass of that MiG-21 and takes it out. Brilliant play by Nightlife. Me, I would have just left my chaps there to shoot at the plane as it came straight for them, but he had the sort of nous to get it out of the way, stop it and shoot the plane, let the plane drop its bombs and then shoot the plane as it flew past. Absolutely fantastic play there by Nightlife. And then he's microing his chaps out of the way of that position because they now know where they are. In the meantime, over on the left hand side, my Papilla Milans are still as you were. In fact, they've landed a KA-29 there for some reason. And Papilla's having a little shot at that. And all we're doing here is building up ready for an attack on this town. And what happens next? I bring in 6 Alpha Jets, napalm bombers, to bomb this town, and followed up by Nightlife, who brings a Raven in to escort his 2 Phantom 2s, which are also going to napalm this town as well. And just watch this. So all 6 Alpha Jets, and then the big napalm bombs from Nightlife absolutely devastate the town. Fantastic attack. As well as that, Silveraptor's brought up his mortars and have smoked the corner of the town so that I can move my Marder 2s in to try to get into position. Now Silveraptor previously had also brought in some Commando Marines into these buildings, some Crotals and some Hussard Recon Infantry, and he's going to be moving them up into the town as well now that we've devastated it with the napalm. Now what I do spot is these factorias. I unload my Panzer Grenadiers, push forward these cheap little trucks to absorb some of the anti-tank fire, get my Marders out of there until these factorias are down. They do bring in a chopper, and Silveraptor pushes his pirate forward in a bit of a suicide mission. They bring in a chopper just to try to prevent us sort of pushing forward, I suppose, or a bit of a lame effort to try and stop us now. But I keep pushing forward these little cheap trucks, only 5 points each, not bothered if I lose them. I get my Leopard 4 moving forward and my Flak Panther in support and trying to get these Panzer Grenadiers into the building once the napalm has subsided, and Silveraptor's getting his Commando Marines into the corner there. And we should, or he should, be able to mop up anything that's left, or anything that's left living in this scorched earth of a town with all its devastated buildings after that big bombing run. So pretty amazing attack there, and yep, Silveraptor's just moving through and clearing up as I attack a Tunguska with my Leopard 5A1, which seems to be out in the open a little bit, so they are trying to micro it back. The Papilla Milans are getting a shot off as well and managed to take out that Tunguska. Very nice indeed. And I'll just get this Leopard forward into cover and move my Flak Panthers forward a little bit as well to cover my Leopard and keep my I've put my Panzer Grenadiers back in the Marder, ready for an attack onto Charlie. On the left side it's a little bit as you were. They're kind of moving their choppers around, getting shot down by all these lovely chaparrals, and yeah, it's just a little bit of backwards and forwards on that side. And you can see now that Silveraptor has got complete control of the town in the middle here. So we shan't have any problems there anymore. And the next thing to do is to attack into Charlie. So we're just going to be building up for that little attack next. Now what the enemy do on the right, they just try to, I don't know why they keep attacking with choppers. I mean, again, it's the old thing, if something doesn't work, don't do it again, change your tactic. But they do keep moving these choppers around, but with all these chaps sitting around here, another chopper taken down there, there's no way they're going to get through, and Nightlife's far too wise to allow them to do that as well. You can see they're bringing a load of choppers over here. I don't know what they're trying to achieve by this, or whether they've kind of given up and are just sort of throwing stuff forward. I'm not sure, but they throw all their little choppers across here, and waiting for them are these chaparrals of Nightlife and Cancier. And far away, and they just stand no chance at all with the range and the firepower and the amount of missiles these chaparrals cover. They're not going to run out of missiles either, and they're going to take all these choppers out no problem. I really like these chaparrals, really nice unit. Now in come a couple of bombers. Looks like they're missile planes. They're heading for my Leopard 2A5, which isn't hidden, and it gets a couple in the face. One plane goes down, and surely the flak panzers will take the other one down. Nice. And the Leopard, well, it does gets 3 damage points done there, but nothing too terrible. But I do pull it back just to get it resupplied and buffed up a bit. If you can hear any banging in the background, that's it's bonfire night here, and so there's lots of fireworks going off. So we're getting ready for an attack. You see that Silveraptor brings out a Raphael for a bit of air support because of all these bombers coming forward. I did push forward on those little 5-point trucks just to see what was in there. And then I bring forward all of my Alpha Jets, about 10 of them. And my job was to bomb all of these over here. As another bomber comes in, flak panzers firing away. It's got its bombs away though, taking the plane down. It's going to hit these 6x6 and take that out, and a few units that were around it as well. But the Alpha Jets go in, along with Nightlife with his supporting Raven, and the 2 Phantom 2s, which are going to bomb the hell out of these. Now I did miss micro my Alpha Jets, unfortunately. Only 2 of them got their bombs off, which is a bit stupid of me. But Nightlife, his 2 Phantoms, dropped superbly right on top of the buildings, with his Raven doing a bit of a fly past as well. And yeah, job done there, I think. Another massive airstrike, and now it's all we've got to do is move our units forward to try to attack into Charlie. On the right side, it's as you were. I think they were kind of giving up on the right side because they sort of exposed their command for some reason. That definitely wasn't there before. And I start moving forward, move my Marder 2s forward just to try and mop up these infantry that are hanging around that have managed to run out of the burning buildings. Nightlife sends in an Eagle there for a bombing run. He's going to bomb just that little bit on the edge of the town there that he missed with his napalm. There we go, beautiful. So the Marder 2s are going in, the Brennises are already up there with the Rassit from Silveraptor, and I just throw everything forward now. There can't be a lot left in the town. A lot of resistance, so just bring the firepower down now and just overrun everything that's left. I do bring in another Su-24 with its bombs, HE bombs, just to try and slow us down, but we've got our flak panzers here, sitting here, 6 of them. They're all going to open up on that Su-24. It's not going to stand a chance, as is the other one. It does get its bombs away, but yeah, it's not going to do us too much damage. Get the Alpha Jets in, bomb the town yet again with napalm. They have brought in a little Strela here, which takes out one of my Alpha Jets that's lagging behind at the back a little bit. But the Marder 2s just finish off those, and the napalm just finish off those excuse me, those motor Strelki. So we've nearly got complete control of our side of the river. CIA then surrenders, leaving I think just one of their players left now, or perhaps 2, but I think it's just 1 left now. He surrenders, and it's GG. So a nice game there, showing off again the West German decks by me and the French deck by Silveraptor. Excellent play also by Nightlife. He didn't lose a single unit and made 1,550 points. Good play as well by Cancier Putin, and good play by Silveraptor. I guess myself as well, not didn't play too bad. Thank you very much to the opposition, and a big thank you for you guys for watching this video through to the end. Give us a thumbs up if you've watched it to the end and you enjoyed it. Also, we'll be continuing with the deck series. We're going to do all the national decks first, which won't take too long because we're not going to do the Scandinavian countries until the new DLC comes out, which is going to upgrade all the Scandinavian countries, because it will just be an out-of-date video otherwise. But we do want you to tell us what kind of decks you want us to do once we've done the national ones. So we're going to do we got like a few of the blue 4 ones and then the 4 or 5 red 4 ones to do, and then we want deck specifics from you guys. I want you to tell us what you want, whether it's mechanized decks or a specific country with a mechanized, or a with recon, or a support deck, or whatever you want. Or you want us to do a pure ship map, you want us to do, you know, do a marine deck and play on a do a ship battle with either blue 4 or red 4. We can do that as well, but just let us know in the description what you fancy us having a go at. And that's about it. So thanks for watching, guys. Please don't forget to comment, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.